Work through these, press pause and try them all before looking at the next slide with the answers. Mark all of your work before deciding whether you need to go through the answers in detail on the next slide. And let's go through these. We've got 1 sodium on the left, 2 sodiums on the right, so I'm going to put a 2 over there. I've now got 2 sodiums on the left, 2 sodiums on the right, 2 oxygens on the left, 1 oxygen on the right. Oh dear, I better put a 2 there. I've stuffed up my sodiums on this side now. Let's try a 4 there. Let's try. 4 sodiums on the left, 4 sodiums on the right, 2 oxygens on the left, 2 oxygens on the right. 1 nitrogen on the left, 2 nitrogens on the right. I better put a 2 over there. 2 nitrogens on the left, 2 nitrogens on the right. 6 hydrogens on the left, 1 on the right. Put a 6 over there. 2 nitrogens, 6 hydrogens, 2 chlorines, 6 chlorines. I need a 3 over there. Double check myself. 2 nitrogens on the left, 2 nitrogens on the right, 6 hydrogens on the left, 6 hydrogens on the right, 6 chlorines on the left, 6 chlorines on the right. 2 hydrogens on the left, 1 hydrogen on the right. 2 hydrogens on the left, 2 hydrogens on the right. 1 sulfur on the left, 1 sulfur on the right. 2 chlorines on the left, 2 chlorines on the right. Done. 2 hydrogens on the left, 1 hydrogen on the right. I better put a 2 in over there. Let's see what happens. 2 hydrogens on the left, 2 hydrogens on the right. 1 oxygen on the left, 2 oxygens on the right. Oh dear. Stuff that up. I'm going to try something else. I'm going to put a 4 over there. Let's see how we go. 4 hydrogens on the left, 4 hydrogens on the right. 2 oxygens on the left, 2 oxygens on the right. 2 fluorines, 4 fluorines on the right. So I'm going to need a 2 over there. Double check myself. 4 hydrogens on the left, 4 hydrogens on the right, 2 oxygens on the left, 2 oxygens on the right, 4 fluorines on the left, 4 fluorines on the right. Then we have got 4 potassiums on the left, 1 potassium on the right. Best I put a 4 in front over there. I'm going to sort out the hydrogens because oxygens are split over the 2, so it's normally easier to sort out an isolated situation. So I'm going to go 4 times 3 is 12 hydrogens. I've only got 2 over here, so I'm going to put a big fat 6 in front. Let's see what we get. 4 potassiums on the left, 4 potassiums on the right. 12 hydrogens on the left, 12 hydrogens on the right. 10 oxygens plus 6, 16 oxygens on the left. 4 times 4, 16 oxygens on the right. Yay! 2 hydrogens on the left, 2 hydrogens on the right. 1 sulfur on the left, 1 sulfur on the right. 4 oxygens on the left, 4 oxygens on the right. 1 iron on the left, 1 iron on the right. Yay! 1 hydrogen on the left, 2 hydrogens on the right. 2 hydrogens on the left, 2 hydrogens on the right. 2 chlorines on the left, 2 chlorines on the right. 1 calcium on the left, 1 calcium on the right. Yay! Then we have got 2 hydrogens on the left, 1 hydrogen on the right. Best we put a 2 over there. Then we're going to say 2 hydrogens on the left, 2 hydrogens on the right. 2 chlorines on the left, 2 chlorines on the right. Notice I never, ever, ever change the formulae of any of these. None of these symbols, none of these subscripts. I only put big numbers in front. Then 1 mercury on the left, 1 mercury on the right, 1 oxygen on the left, 2 oxygens on the right. I'm going to need a 2 over there and a 2 over there. Let's count. 2 mercuries on the left, 2 mercuries on the right. 2 oxygens on the left, 2 oxygens on the right. 1 lead on the left, 1 lead on the right. 2 oxygens on the left, 3 oxygens on the right. Oh dear, we're going to put 2 over there. Let's try again. 2 leads on the left, 1 lead. Okay, let's try again. 2 leads on the left, 2 leads on the right. 4 oxygens on the left, 2 plus 2, 4 oxygens on the right. 1 sodium on the left, 1 sodium on the right. 1 oxygen on the left, 1 oxygen on the right. 2 hydrogens on the left, 2 hydrogens on the right. 1 chlorine on the left, 1 chlorine on the right. Yay! And 1 potassium on the left, 2 potassiums on the right. I'm going to pop a 2 in over there. Then I'm going to say 2 potassiums on the left, 2 potassiums on the right, 2 oxygens on the left, 1 oxygen on the right. Oh dear, I've just stuffed up my potassium. Sort that problem out. 4 potassiums on the left, and 4 potassiums on the right, 2 oxygens on the left, and 2 oxygens on the right. 1 potassium on the left, 2 potassiums on the right. I'm going to need a 2 over there, and let's try again. 2 potassiums on the left, 2 potassiums on the right. 2 plus 4 is 6 oxygens, 4 plus 1 is only 5 oxygens, so I'm going to put a 2 over there. Let's try again. 2 potassiums on the left, 6 oxygens, 6 oxygens on the right. 2 hydrogens plus 2 hydrogens is 4 hydrogens. 2 times 2 is 4 hydrogens. 1 sulfur, 1 sulfur. Yay, it's all balanced now. 1 magnesium, 1 magnesium. 2 oxygens, 2 oxygens. 2 hydrogens, 2 hydrogens. It is balanced. Then we've got aluminium, 1 aluminium on the left, 2 aluminiums on the right. And 2 aluminiums on the left, 2 aluminiums on the right, 2 oxygens on the left, 3 oxygens on the right. Oh dear, I'm going to need my lowest common denominator trick, where I go 2 and 3, except I've stuffed up the aluminium, so I better put a 4 over there. Let's go. 4 aluminiums on the left, 4 aluminiums on the right, 6 oxygens on the left, 6 oxygens on the right. 1 potassium on the left, 1 potassium on the right, 1 chlorine on the left, 1 chlorine on the right. 3 oxygens, 2 oxygens. I'm going to need my lowest common denominator trick again. I'm going to just need a pen. And I am going to say 3 over there, 2 over there, and then I've stuffed up the potassiums and the chlorine, so I better put a 2 there as well. Let's try and check if that's balanced. 2 potassiums on the left, 2 potassiums on the right, 2 chlorines on the left, 2 chlorines on the right, 6 oxygens on the left, 6 oxygens on the right. Hip hip hooray, we are all balanced up.